Good morning. Thank you for joining me today. I'm very excited to give this presentation to you. Can you guess how many internal systems are working for Shopee? It's 20, 50, 100? It's 214. Average 3 projects are generated each month. If you print out all of the documents created by the internal system process only in 1 month, the paper would be as long as the distance from Shanghai to Beijing. Do you prefer to know the general design process of an internal system in Shopee? Follow me. Let me give you a bit of my background. I've worked for this company for 8 years and on design internal systems. I've designed more than 50 projects, covering all departments from HR, DevOps, Big Data, Cloud, Machine Learning, Anti-Fraud, User Accounts, Shopee Seller Center, listing, so on. And I learned a lot of experience. And by the end of the presentation, you will know about the duration. We design an internal system that's very short. Only a good process can save us. This presentation will be divided into 4 main parts. First, we will look at the discussion with the PM. Then we will move on to the design. Thirdly, we will look at the delivery to the project team. Finally, we will move on to checking UI for the final launch. The most important things to give away from this presentation is the design schedule of most internal systems is very short, only 1 or 4 days. So we need a good process. This presentation will take about 6 or 7 minutes. Please hold your question until the end of the presentation. Thank you. Okay, now let's start by looking at the first point, this discussion with the PM. The concerned PM communicate with PM and the project team. In the first meeting, we met with PM and the team, and the PM will introduce the background of the project with the PRD document. Everyone know this. Introduce, and then we'll introduce the UI flow draft. It let the designer know the fear of the feeling of the vision. And designer will negotiated schedule with the PM, telling next meeting for UI file review for FE side and the BE side. Provide a reasonable schedule from the design. We will provide a schedule and provide a delivery date. After that, we will move to the point 2. All right, let's get started with design, UI, and the tools. And we will start design with the Figma. It's a new tool. It's a very great tool. And the component library, we will base on the design and the React platform. Design part, we will analyze the most important pages and highest priority as the basement and arrange them neatly, like this page. Then connect them and build a prototype that can simulate the app's operation. It makes app looks like alive. According to the process required by PM, look, click, open window, etc. In the meantime, quickly inquire whether the design detail match the PM requirements when we or they confused. Let's jump right in point 3, delivery to the project team. After the design is completed, it's necessary to introduce the latest design to the project team. Design introduced, on my side, we will use the prototype to introduce the general app function in the workflow, UI flow. Present some UI designs that are a little bit different from the original PM's ideas, or show some solution of the pain point. And on the other hand, the PM team will collect the suggestions and feedback and give our more details and option modify requirement. After the meeting, we will be a lot of modify comments in the Figma. We will follow the clue and our design will fix the name. That's everything about delivery project. Finally, we will move on to the point 4, checking for the final software. About 2 weeks before the launch of the product, design would provide a Google Slider document indicating the UI elements that need to be modified furthermore, with screenshots and the details of the dimension and data descriptions. That's everything about checking the final UI. Now, let me start to wrap things up. I present to give you about a general design process of an internal product in Shopee. The design schedule of most internal systems is only 1 or 4 days, so we need a good process. If you remember only one thing from the presentation, is during we design an internal system is very short. Only a good process can save the designer and the product. Okay, it's question time. Now, does anyone have any question? Okay. If there are no questions, I'll end there. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.